Hello everyone, in this video I'll be giving you an unbiased review of Solarpunk. This is a cozy survival crafting game that just released on PC, Xbox, and PlayStation 5, and I want to give you guys my honest thoughts on this game. Now, to sum it up in a few words, it's not bad. There's been a lot of really great survival crafting games that have released over the last few years, and I'll try not to let that impact my experience with this game, but it leaves a lot to be desired. Now, if you have played the demo, you got a good taste of what this game is all about. The demo does not exist anymore, so unfortunately you can't play that to get a feel for it, so I just thought I'd do a review on this game, as I was hoping to do a lot more videos on this, but I'm starting to get a little frustrated with some of the mechanics here, which I'll get into here now. So for the first few hours of this game, if you really like to water plants, you'll be at luck because this game has a lot of that. Cotton is one of the most annoying resources to farm in this game, and you're going to need a lot of it. Most of the resources that are kind of annoying to farm are ones that you will need a lot of. Right now, where I'm at, I do need 20 beeswax, and as you can see, I currently have 2 of them. So you're going to be grinding a lot for resources, which some people do like, but there's a fine line in games between feeling like a job and feeling like it's a fun, enjoyable game. And with the limited survival mechanics to this game, there's not really much of a sense of urgency. It just feels like, oh, go collect my beeswax here. Oh, go water my plants. And it just doesn't really have a whole lot of excitement to the game, unfortunately. Now, I'm not sure if this is a bug or not. I've seen some people getting bugs. I have not had rain in my game since the very first couple days that I was playing through this. And rain is obviously very important, as you can't really see it right now, but you can see that I'm well fed right beside my head here. I just don't have a whole lot of water. Previously, I was drinking from this water bowl. Thankfully, you still can fill up your water can from this, even when there's just a little tiny drop of water. But the rainwater is the only way that you can really drink water. And otherwise, you're going to be creating raspberries to feed yourself and get your hydration up. So while it does have those survival mechanics to it, it does feel a little bit clunky in practice. Hopefully this game will receive some future updates, but as I've been playing through this game, I could have swore this is an early access release. It unfortunately does not feel like it's a actual full release, and typically with survival crafting games, they do release in an early access. Honestly, I do think that would have been very good for this game to get a lot more put into it, but I'm not too sure what the outline will be for the next few months of playing this, so your mileage may vary. I guess if you're watching this in the future, they may have added more to this game, but as it currently stands, it doesn't feel like it's got a whole lot more than the demo has, and a lot of the things are gated behind annoyances, like for example, you have to get a bunch of watermelon to be able to progress later on in the game, and the watermelons you can get, but they're very frustrating and slow to grow. Same thing with the cotton. That's another resource that you need a lot of early on, especially if you want to build a ship. Most of my early hours of this game, I spent on my phone because you had to wait for these things to grow. Like, you can go and gather resources and build, but I mean, there's only so much that you can build at the early stage of a game when you want to maybe go visit the other locations in this game. Unfortunately, you can see this island here. This is the main island that we started on. There's another one over here with limited resources. You're likely not going to visit after grabbing what you need from it, and this here. So you can go visit the others later on. I'm assuming you'll need an upgrade for it, but as it currently stands, I'm not probably going to go experience that part of the game, which kind of sucks. It just feels like it's work at a certain point. And coupled with Subnautica 2, which just recently released in its early access, I had a whole lot of fun with it, and more than 20 hours worth of content in an early access release like that. This game does have around 20 hours of content. As they stated here, it does have sandbox-like goals. Now, I want to give this game a big prop here because there is some good things about it. One thing that I really liked is they give it their own before you buy. This will explain what the game is all about and what it's not like, so you can make an informed decision if you like it. Not many games will have this level of transparency, so I gotta give them the hats off for this. I think this is nice, and I'd like to see more games in the future release this so you can understand if a game's gonna be worth it. It is a relaxed game without pressure. Its slow progression is kind of the key word here. Again, I spent a lot of the time playing this game just looking at my phone, but this could be relaxing for some people. Just really depends if you're like a type A or type B type person. Enjoy building and decorating a cozy home base. Yes, that is true. This game does have cozy vibes to it because there's no real mobs that can come and wipe you out. There is farming, crafting, improving your base. As mentioned, the farming is kind of annoying early game. You do get sprinklers, but those are also kind of clunky in my experience. You also can play alone or with friends. I think that that is quite nice. It's designed around single player, mostly from what I've seen, because you can only have one person in your airship at a time. The handcrafted islands are nice. Like, I do like the starting island here and light exploration, sandbikes like goals after you complete a 20-hour campaign, and appreciate indie focused games. I like that. I like supporting indie games. I just honestly feel like this game should have been an early access release and look to improve it over time. And I think that would have been really great for the game, as it would have gave people more things to look forward to. It is not a PvP or competitive multiplayer game. There's no story driven aspects to this game, and there's no huge open world, which I think is fine. It's good that the islands are handcrafted. Want hundreds of hours of before reaching the sandbox, which I mean is not realistic. I don't think anyone wants that, which is fine. Dedicated multiplayer servers or crossplay, which we'll get into, and expecting deep combat, deep character creation, or AAA scale systems. Now, what's funny, as I pause the game, I do want to quickly mention that it's single, like it says it's a single player game, but if you go in here and pause the game, it doesn't truly pause it. So I actually had to go step out for an emergency when I was playing this game, and I want to, come back to it. So I just pressed this menu thinking that, hey, this should pause the game. It looks like it paused in the background. I came back, my character was dead. So just a heads up there on that. Back to the whole multiplayer point. I feel like it does have some things that could be a little bit better. I don't typically play games too much in multiplayer, but if you're looking for a game to play with like your significant other or play with friends, this is an okay one. The one thing that I would have liked to see is, like, we have our airship here. Only one person can ride an airship. You can't have your friends jump along, which I feel like is a missed opportunity with so many other games having features like that. Also, we'll get to the airship in a moment. It is a bit frustrating to use, but if you're looking for a cozy game to play again at home with your friends, this is an okay game. If you like slow progression, you really like the art style, like I'll just go run. Oh, I'm too thirsty to sprint. Gotta eat some raspberries here. I'm running, ran out of raspberries. So water is a big issue in this game, but it is pretty. Like, I also got to give them props. This game is well optimized. I've been running at 120 frames and have not seen it drop a single time. So for that, it gets a thumbs up from me for its optimization. The game is also only like 2 gigabytes, so small download size, which I can appreciate in 2026 when a lot of games are releasing with 200 gigabytes. So there are some pros to actually like celebrate here. You do have very low health, and your health is supposed to regenerate when you got full food and water, but in my experience the health does not regenerate very quickly. But this is the starting island here. One thing about the islands is each of them is going to have a resource that only you can get it from that spot. A lot of people have missed out that this is the location where you're going to get iron from, and iron is required for a lot of things. There's copper on another island, and I'm assuming you'll have things like cobalt on the other islands as well. But I just did a quick run through of the entire island there. You can traverse this in little to no time at all. Now, what the early game is going to look like is a lot of this. So collecting your resource or collecting your farming, which is fine. I like farming in games. It can be a fun mechanic if done well. My sprinkler, for whatever reason, will not work. I burned a lot of my resources trying to get it to actually spray. I think I'm missing something from it, but I don't think I'm going to explore this game too much more to really figure out what went wrong with that. It just feels a little bit more frustrating. But the game, again, is not raining at all, so it is very frustrating in that regard, because you're constantly in the early hours of the game just watering your plants. Tools run out really quickly, and there's no infinite tool durability, so you're just stuck with what you got. And it does take, like, you can water 4 of these per watering can, and then you're going to have to refill it here, which does take time. I stupidly did not put this close enough to this, so I have to do a little bit of walking. I tried to place another one here, but it just has not rained. So there are some clunky aspects to it, but the clunkiest of all is this right here. The airship does not feel good to drive. It is more frustrating than not. You can crash this thing and destroy it, and it is a costly thing to replace. The controls are weird. Like, you use your mouse here to move it. You're going to press forward on the mouse key to increase the speed, or you're going to press forwards on the W here to increase your speed, slow it down by pressing the S key, and yeah, it just does not feel good. The only third person is this here, and oh god, my character has a ponytail. I didn't realize that. Character creator. This is my save character. For whatever reason, it won't update properly. You can't control it around, and if I'm being honest, I think my character looks like Ellen DeGeneres. I don't have a very manly looking character. Not that I need to be a macho man in a game like this, a cozy survival crafting, but I would like to have more options. I'll go through all of them here with you guys. Here's all the outfits. They're the same, just recolors. There's only 6 recolors. I feel like if it's just all the same outfit, they could have probably added a few more. You have 2 skin color options, and you have 5 body types, which all have, yeah, it's very feminine. And for whatever reason, a lot of the hairs here just are not great. So yeah, not that I care too much about a first person game. If you're playing solo, you're not really going to see your character outside of putting it into the, if you're riding on the blimp there, but this is kind of weak for a character creator. Not, again, that you're playing to create a character, but if you're playing with friends, I could see this being very annoying, having all your characters just look like girls. And yeah, it doesn't look like the character creations are saving whenever I hit the save there, so there's just a lot of clunky mechanics to this game that I wouldn't mind if it was an early access game, but the fact that this is a full release does leave a lot to be desired. I'm not even sure what else will get added to this game, or if hopefully we'll see some improvements to the early game progression, because I didn't really enjoy just waiting on my phone, waiting for cotton to grow to get to the next stage of progress. Another thing is, I don't know if I'll be able to get further progress because I've seen online and a lot of others have been having this issue. There was a chicken here. I'm not sure if the chicken fell off the map, but the chicken disappeared. I scoured the entire map to find it, and it's nowhere to be seen. And I've looked online and others are experiencing that. Hopefully it'll get fixed with the bug fixed in the future, but the problem is you need eggs to be able to progress in this game, so that's why I don't want to end up spending more time on this game. And as I said, I wanted to do more content on this game. I really like the style, the art style, and I like survival crafting games, but I wouldn't say it's a buggy game. It's just, it doesn't feel like it's a full release, unfortunately, and it does feel like work in some certain situations. In addition to that, if you're playing multiplayer, it's a double the requirement for the material cost, so you're going to end up grinding it out even further. So I do appreciate the honesty of the devs with the before you buy that they listed for this game, but I don't know if I'd fully recommend this game unless you really like what you see and are able to overlook the issues that do pop up while playing this game. So my review of this, I would probably give this like a 6 out of 10. I'm not going to say it's a bad game because it does set out to do what it says it wants to do. It's a cozy game. You build a base. There's no combat. The only thing that can really happen is you can get struck by lightning. So we're Eminem, I guess. It's a cool, I guess, world in itself. The graphics look decent enough, nothing game changing. I like that you can set up and build trees around your base here, and you can design it the way you want it, but the optimization is pretty solid. Low, very low. It's only 2 gigabytes of storage, so there are some nice things about this, but it does leave more to be desired. And yeah, that's, I guess, my thoughts on the game. Let me know yours though in the comments below. I really wanted to like this game, but yeah, it's just something that I'm probably going to end up spending more time in some other games. So if you found this video useful, please hit the subscribe button below, and I'll catch you guys all in the next one.